if everybody cycled much more of the time for short, certainly even just for short journeys up to 2 miles, which is so easy really, then our emissions would plummet in overnight. Then I think it would make a huge difference really quickly.
There are so many lovely things already happening in Wavertree. So many people working to combat climate change or just make the community look a bit nicer. It's amazing what we can do when we all work together.
My name's Helen and I coordinate Aigburth Community Cycle Club, and it's a cycle club that started about a year ago, and we run rides for local people, starting from 5 mile traffic-free rides up to 12 mile and 20 plus mile rides. And it's open to everybody. We have bikes that people can borrow for free if they haven't got a bike of their own. And our aim is to help more people to cycle more. And we've seen 250 people join at least one ride since we started a year ago.
I've been a big fan of cycling my whole life. I've been cycling since I was a little kid, and I found this cycling club a year or two ago. So today was a family fun ride to just through the local parks, 5 or 6 mile route, but it's a great opportunity to get to know new people and encourage people to get involved in cycling and to get fit basically.
So this is my first time, so I don't know a lot about it, and I think it's the first time that they've come to Wavertree, which is why we've got involved today.
I heard about the cycle club through a friend through Love Wavertree. I didn't know the cycle club existed, and when I heard about it I thought, oh, that sounds like fun. I've never been to a cycle club cycle before. I'll give it a go. So here I am today on my first cycle club ride. I'm looking forward to meeting new people, getting some exercise, and yeah, going out cycling.
So today I've joined the Aigburth cycling group and Love Wavertree, and we met up this morning at the Mystery at the playground in Wavertree. Helen has done a great job, and John as well in terms of leading us, and Ilka as well for encouraging everyone to get involved. It was also great to see that they had a bike workshop that they got funded for the local community, for people to get their bikes fixed there. So it's been lovely to meet people, meet new people, and feel that community vibe.
So we run about 15 rides a month across 3 different hubs. That's in Croxteth Park, L8 and Greenbank Lane. So it varies, so each week there's probably 3 or 4 rides going on, and some will be at the weekend, some will be in the evening, especially in the summertime, and some will be during the day. So we try and make it accessible for everybody, no matter if they're working or if they've got children to look after. We try and have them at different times of the week, yeah.
The main rides tend to be on a Saturday, but they also have, they might have an evening ride on a Tuesday or Thursday night.
So this is my first time to meet up with the club. I have seen them when I've been out solo cycling, which I do quite a lot, and I always wave. Helen actually has got me to join the Spond app, where she's got this Croxteth cycling community who she's connected with, and they're doing some longer rides. So she's suggested one for me, which is a 33 mile ride out to Rainford.
I think it's important to encourage cycling in every community. A lot of people are put off by cycling because of the traffic, and going out in a group makes people feel safer. It also allows them to learn new routes and The club also lends out bikes to those who haven't got their own. So if people are interested in cycling but haven't got a bike, it's a good starting point, and quite a few people have started like that, and then they've gone on to buy a bike for themselves once they know they're going to get into it properly.
Well, I think lots of people feel they lack confidence to actually get out cycling on their own, and so it's something that they could really enjoy and could really benefit from, but they don't feel confident to take that first step. So I think cycle clubs can be that support network for them, and also it's not just getting into cycling, it's also the social aspect of it as well, because after lockdown I think we've all sort of grown, sometimes feel more isolated, so it's a great way to meet new people and to enjoy being together because you're doing a common activity, so you've got something you can enjoy together. I really think that the council and the Liverpool City region and the national government should put more of a focus on setting up community cycle clubs, because to me the infrastructure is also important and money needs to be spent on that and invested on that, but if people aren't confident to actually take that first step to get out onto the infrastructure, then community cycle clubs can be the missing link in there. And I think if there could be a community cycle club in every neighbourhood, then we would see a cycling revolution in the UK.
I think it's important to encourage cycling in the community because cycling is a great way to exercise. It is a really good way to meet people. If it can put more of us on bikes than in cars, then that's really good for the environment and the local area.
It's good for you, it's good for the environment, it's faster than walking, which is helpful. It gets you out and about and in the fresh air. And you know, because you're moving a little bit slower, you get to know your community space a little bit better.
Yeah, I think for people's physical, mental and emotional health and well-being, encouraging cycling in the community is really key. And also, you know, encouraging cycle routes. I know there's been a lot done in terms of improving cycle routes, and I heard there's 11 or 12 million that's been confirmed for Liverpool to do more in terms of cycle routes. So I suppose, you know, that is one of the biggest reasons. If the government are going to spend a lot of money and the council is going to spend a lot of money, then the more of the people in the community that are getting engaged and involved, the better.
For me, I tend to get very stressed, and I go through periods of depression and anxiety, so exercise helps my mental health.
Oh, so many. I think it's for me, it's a combination of being outdoors in nature, being active, being with people. It benefits the environment, but I think it's the physical and mental health benefits that I really enjoy the most, because you know we all have different struggles, and it's just makes you feel happy.
It's good for your health. It's good for the environment. It's a lot cheaper to run a bike than a car. There's a lot less involved. You don't have to go to a petrol station. You don't have to try and park it anyway. You don't have to pay to park it. So yeah, lots of benefits.
Exercise, that's a really great benefit of cycling, and I just think like the freedom of being out on a bike and the fresh air, and and obviously being in a club, you get to meet people, and that's really good for social and your mental well-being. So yeah.
Yes, in my opinion, the benefits of cycling are massive in comparison to certainly, you know, driving. I haven't had a car for 20 years because I've been living in the city, so I don't really feel like I need a car. So I use public transport or cycle, and cycling's great because it keeps me, you know, more healthy, and you know, try to get in at least 20 minutes exercise every day. So commuting to work really helps when I cycle, yeah, it's good for nature obviously as well. Less pollution and less cars on the road is a big help.
Quite a few people start cycling to work through these clubs, and that keeps cars off the road, I guess.
And they saw that in lockdown because lots more people started cycling and stopped using their cars. It did make a difference, a temporary difference, but I guess it's trying to harness that enthusiasm and that that people felt confident to cycle because the roads weren't very busy. Well, now the roads are busy again, they need a bit of extra support. So I think community cycle clubs can really help to drive up cycling and reduce carbon emissions, yeah.
Well, obviously, as long as we're not in cars, we're not using petrol. If we're not using petrol, we're not burning fossil fuels. So all of those things make it beneficial to the environment.
Well, it gets us out of our cars, which are huge contributors to climate change. So I think that, for me, I see that as the first initial benefit of cycling.
Encouraging cycling benefits the environment and tackles climate change by not creating pollutants, really, and avoiding the use of having cars all the time. But the more people that can get on two wheels, the healthier world that we'll have, definitely.